my whole story and how I got started. And I've started talking about this a little more lately, which is why I created an offer that's free that someone can go sell. Because my start in direct sales was perfume and cologne. Some of you have heard that part of it, but I never had to buy a product. I never wore the product. I sold it. My company trusted me to take the product out to the market and go profit off of it and then come back. I sold 100 bottles in my first week and I've been addicted to selling ever since. So you don't need money to make money. And that is, you're going to hear me say that a lot right now, because what we want to do is get as many people into the school community as possible. That's number one. The second thing is I come from a customer service background as a employee. My first job outside of washing poodles was a hostess at Applebee's. I was the girl that opened the door. Come in. That's all I did for like a week. Then I was allowed to take the customer to their seat for like 2 weeks. Then I was allowed to bust the tables. So small steps until I became a server, and then I worked in the kitchen, and then I became a general manager. Then I got into retail management. Small steps. Day one, I learned this one thing. I got really good at it. Then day two, I got to learn something else. Then day three, I got to learn something else. I've been online now for 11 years. And it's only because I took my customer service skills and I'm not afraid to talk to a stranger. And so that is really what this community is about. Number one, because I see it in life as a whole, that our kids just went through COVID and they don't know how to connect. They're so disconnected. Everyone's living like the 6 feet rule is a real thing, and our neighbors don't know each other. And I don't want to raise my daughters in that kind of world where everyone is so polarized. Are you red or are you blue? Or are you boy or are you girl? Or are you like, if you don't have a label, what are you? And I don't want to raise my children in that environment. And I want that really to be about the message from what we're doing. So I started in 2017 with a goal to make $500 a month to see if it was real. I wanted to see if it was real. I had tried things in the past, and I recognize now that my problem was I didn't read any directions. I clicked all over the place and bought all kinds of shit. And then I was like, I don't get it. And I was always the problem. I never went through page one. Like, I didn't read the book cover to cover. I clicked around some stuff and I bought some things and I was like, where's the people? There was no people. So we're creating a community of real people with a free offer. We're going to teach you how to get customers and sales. That is it. We don't teach anything else. We don't have, some of us have multiple income streams, but that's not going to be talked about right now. We solve one problem. I don't want to sell. I don't want to look salesy. I don't want to be a salesman, but I want to make money. I don't want to be an influencer, but I want to make the influencer money. The answer is conversation and connection. It will forever, always, and will be. Even if someone is using a funnel, they started because they had conversations with human beings and were able to transfer emotional energy into a landing page or a funnel. But people buy the emotion, then they justify on the logic. So this community is designed to bring people together, to create connection, and connect with like-minded. Like-minded means they're not afraid. They're not stuck. They might need a nudge. We all do every once in a while. But they're ready to move forward uncomfortably, because it is uncomfortable. Your first day of work is uncomfortable. The first day of school is uncomfortable. Taking a test is uncomfortable. If we avoid that, that is exactly where we stay. So we are going to take uncomfortable moves forward, all of us together. So I also didn't want a boss. I wanted complete flexibility around my own schedule and my own time, because I wanted nothing but the moments with my daughters. That is my why, and now with my mom. So you have to decide for yourself. The only thing that will look a little different is your personal destination. If you don't tell people where you're going, they have no reason to follow you. You don't care what they do. Let me say that very clearly. You are not emotionally attached to whether or not someone else takes action. It's actually none of your business. You only respond to the person that moves. Please, please, please put that down on paper. I only respond to the people who move. As an example, since I know Amy and Mark are actively in our community, y'all have seen Tina move this last week, haven't you? That's the first person I want to get on the phone with. She's moving. If I can tell her what to do and point her in the direction, she's going to go. Everyone else, you do not get my time or attention. And the longer my mom's in the hospital, the more expensive I become. Right? You move with movers. Now, that means you have to move. So I want to really quick talk about the word momentum. I want you to recognize you have to define momentum for you. Momentum could mean my first $1,000 in 90 days because I've got a big life already and it's just going to pay off this one thing over here. Momentum could mean I want 3 customers a day and I'd prefer it faster because I got a bigger debt. You have to define things for yourself and take the good and leave the rest. There will be things that I will say that you will disagree with, that will feel not in alignment with you or where you're going. That's okay. It just means it's not for you. But I'm always talking generalizations. So someone else might have needed what I just said. So learn how to take what you need and be like, oh, she's not talking to me. Okay? This community is designed to solve one problem that Lauren and I have seen, and many of us have seen for years and years and years. And I don't know why it didn't click for me, other than I just am a very arrogant person. I don't know. Some of us don't have friends and family that we want to work with. We just don't, for whatever reason. We don't want to call them. We don't want to text them. We don't want them seeing shit we do.
Nope.
And a lot of companies want us to start off that way.
Yeah.
I have never started off that way, but I will say I have always had a list. My list has been built on social media. I have learned how to connect in my DMs with strangers. I typically end up meeting them in person at a convention, a live event, or Mark is 40 minutes from my house. But I meet people and I create connection as fast as I can. Then I hear what they want and where they're going. And then I use that information in a way that says, Tina, I know you want to make $2,000. Let me ask you this. If I could show you how to do that in the next 60 days realistically. Now, you notice I'm looking up because I'm actually doing realistic math in my head. I'm thinking, I still am not sure of her schedule yet. We haven't talked about that. I'm not sure if she has an offer yet. I'm taking what I know, and Tina, you don't have to answer. I'm just using you. And I'm saying, okay, Tina, if I could show you how to make $2,000 in the next 60 days, working 1 hour a day without taking anything away from what you're doing, would you be interested in me showing you how you could do that?
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic, Tina. I've got a way for you to do that. What you want to do on social media is tell their story. Your social media is never about you. It is, but it's more about other people. As an example, I'm going to share, and I don't, sometimes I'll ask permission, and sometimes I'll just, if I know like Lauren, then I'll be like, hey, I'm going to talk about what we talked about today, and I'm going to share the story on my wall. Because who else is on Social Security? Who else is gorgeous and young and 58 and wanting a do-over and just wants $2,000 in the next 60 days? They don't want my story. They don't want my goals. They don't want my why. But I'm also telling everyone I'm going to a 5-bedroom house. I'm going to way more vacations this summer. I'm going to, and my goals are not, I made $1 million in a year. I'm reluctant to even say I made 6 figures in 6 months. I started saying I made 6 figures in 6 months because I made 18 grand the first 6 months and didn't stop. 18 grand in 6 months wasn't a lot for me. I needed way more, but because I didn't stop, we have this thing called a pipeline popping. My pipeline popped after, and then all the sales came in because they saw me making and not giving up in 6 months. It was almost like they were waiting to see, is she going to be here in 6 months? So when people switch companies online, if you switch companies and never rotate your audience, which you should always be doing, then your audience knows, well, in the last 5 years, I've seen you do 5 things. How do I know you're going to be here?
Question.
Yeah, please.
You say rotate your audience.
Yeah.
When you can squeeze it in, can you tell me how do you rotate audience?
Yep. I'm going to write that down so that I can create a special training, because that is a phenomenal question, but I will also answer it on this call.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let me just kind of go through. Okay, so I want you to think about right now what you are avoiding. Your internal, what are you not doing that you know you have to do? You don't have to tell me, just write it down. What are you avoiding that you know you have to do? Not any reasons, not any excuses. You're just like, I'm not doing this one thing. What you did was just put the doubt on a piece of paper. It's not in your head anymore. It's not for you to figure out. You can look at it and go, oh, wow, I'm not rotating my audience. I say that I'm not rotating. Okay. And now you can, number one, you're creating clarity and awareness around where you think you're stuck, really where you need to take the first step forward. And it doesn't even matter reasons or excuses. None of that matters. I need to rotate my audience, which means I need to take, I wonder what that first step would be. If you don't know, you ask school or chat, but school's better because then we all learn together. Do not be afraid to ask a question, because I promise you, everyone is thinking it. So the more questions that are asked in school, honestly, guys, one of the ways that I grow my audience, and you guys are seeing this publicly because I stopped teaching and just showing you what I actually do. One of the ways I grow my audience so fast is because I ask questions I already know the answer to. Hey guys, Young Living just won affiliate. Who's next? Some people think it's Mary Kay. I already know. Honestly, I don't care what the answer is, but what I know is the industry as a whole, for those of us who have been like high level in it, we're looking because we want to recruit those people before their company goes over. They're going to lose income overnight, because I did twice. So we want to get in ahead of them. So we are purposely friending companies that we know are about to go, so we can get in front of them. If you were going to go to New York, if you were going to drive from New York to California, would you figure it out or would you want a map?
Map.
The right answer is it depends. Am I going for a road trip for 6 months and I'm rich as F and I can do and stop and I don't care how long it takes? See, most people don't care how long it takes, so they never get there because they've stopped caring for so long. Or they think others don't care. And now we're just driving. We have no idea what state we're in. We're hungry a little bit. We might be running out of gas. There's no plan because our brain wants to, I'll figure it out. Our ego wants to solve the problem, to feel like we've achieved something. But if someone else has already solved the problem, if someone else has already made $2,000 in their first 60 days, and they can give you how to do it in 30 days, and you're like, 30 would be cool, but 60 would be like, I know I can do it in 60. If we did it in 30, great. Wouldn't you want that map?
I want the map.
You'd want the map. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is rely on your system, your team, each other. If you feel you're all alone, you've placed yourself all alone. I have too. I've felt alone in my company for the last 2 years until I decided I'm gonna do it this way. So we all have, right? Some of us have that one string to that one person in that one company where we're like, well, maybe I'll stay, maybe I'll go, I'm not really sure, right? Like some of us, right? So you want to decide, I'm going to rely on this. Also, for the love of God, stop learning. You don't need to learn a thing. You need to apply. Everything is an application. If you want sales and customers every day, you need to go talk to people that also want Sales and customers every day. You don't tell them who you are. You don't tell them where you're from. You don't tell them how long you've been in here. You don't tell them your struggles and your pains and you do not. You lead them. You tell me your problems, struggles, and pains. You don't tell them because they need hope. They need dreams. They need to know you do it and you believe it. They need to also know why they should follow you. Why should I follow you? Where are you going? Where are you taking me? So you got to think about your own personal message. For me, it's your first $1,000. Could take you a week, could take you a month, could take you 6 months. I don't have any idea, but you've never made $1,000 and you're going to make $1,000 with me. That's it. Because that's who I was. I wanted $500 to cover a truck payment to see if it was real. And from then I would decide if I wanted to keep doing what I had already done. So 4 figures, first 4 figures, ideally in a week. I like to get it done in a week and just be like, that's what you do. Do you want to do it again? Right? Some people are going to take a little bit longer. But your first 4 figures, that's what we're here to do. Sales, customers, and 4 figures. There's nothing else I'm going to teach, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to train, nothing. No more. Okay? So you need to get clear. What are you going to lead them into? Because we're all in the same company. Hypothetically, if we're all Freedom Builder, we're all building Freedom Builders. Mark could be building Freedom Builder because he wants $5,000 a month. Amy could be building Freedom Builder because she wants to build a whole nother business. It's not even about Freedom Builder. She's like, I just want more customers in this business and I'm going to use how to make sales and customers to get into my business. Totally valid. Tina wants $2,000 a month. Jen and Lauren want millions of dollars. But Jen and Lauren can't talk about millions of dollars. We're not relatable anymore.
Right.
It's little stuff like I get to go see my mom at the hospital anytime, day or night, whenever I want, and my rent will be paid because my system, I rely on my system and not myself. So you've got to rely on a system. Okay? All right, let me see what else. When you look at your audience, you guys are going to write this part down. When you look at your audience, when you close your eyes, you just close your eyes right now and you think, my audience is blank. What do you think of your audience right now? My audience is blank. My audience feels blank. You could use my followers. You could use my customers. Broke.
Yeah.
Now, using Mark's word, if Mark has a belief pattern that his audience is broke, is Mark going to show up empowered or dispowered every day? Now, is that true, that Mark's audience is broke? Is that true? What is it? Sure, it could be. But in a world of 8 billion people, where we now have access to followers and non-followers, is the audience broke? No.
No.
Our audience is a reflection of our thoughts. So is our income. So is our business. So is everything. Because life is a mirror. What we think, the universe has no... The universe is like, oh, you think this? Let me show you that it's true. Until you decide. So what Mark's going to do today is he's going to decide, I'm aware my audience is broke today. I'm aware. I accept it. And in the future, tomorrow, in the next hour, I'm going to see a richer audience. Maybe they're not rich, maybe they're richer. Maybe it's a different word for Mark. But if I were to show up with the conscious thought process that, all right, I'm going to see my friends as rich. What do my rich friends do? Not what do rich people do, because you might actually not have a good thought about what you believe rich people to be because your parents didn't like rich people or the priest or the teacher or whoever. My rich people, they take their kids hiking like all the time. My rich friends take their kids to the stockyard rodeo. My rich friends take their kids to restaurants. Also, McDonald's. We were there yesterday. My rich friends don't actually tell people that they're rich. They drive normal cars, they live in normal houses, they've got money in several bank accounts because we've seen the banking system crash, we've gone through that crisis. We're smarter. Now, if I don't have any friends like that today, which I do because I have rich friends right here on this call, then I have to make a conscious effort to go meet another rich friend. Not a rich friend that has more money than me that's going to make me feel like I don't deserve to be in that room with them. But that's going to make them think, wow, we could lock arms and we could do this one thing together. Hey, you want to go on this one retreat together in about 6 months and take our families? That's what my rich friend's going to do. You've got to define rich for you. Because right now in a world of where everyday moms and dads are quite frankly making millions of dollars with AI and not telling a single person, there's no reason you can't be one of them. There's no reason you can't be one of them. But you got to believe people are going to spend money. And no, you don't have to be the spender. Some of us have done the spending. Like we're like, God, we're done. We're done. We're not buying anything. God's like, great, start collecting, start receiving. But in order to receive, we have to create awareness that we are here and that we need a new decision to move forward. And that new decision, this is going to be the hard part. It's committing to that decision without seeing it first. Right? Because faith, we don't see faith. We have it. But we can talk about faith all day long. And then if Mark has faith that he can grow a richer audience in, let's say, the next 90 days, because we're going to use super stupid realistic numbers. We can do it faster, Mark, by the way. But if I want Mark to believe it and I want Mark to go, I'm going to work with you on this. We're going to do it in 90 days. And in 90 days, let's get you to $5,000. Let's get you to 1 this month, 2 next month, 3 the month after that. Because all you're doing is adding. But the weird thing is you're doing the same boring steps. What we're doing is showing other people the same boring steps. And if you've got someone that's going to chase this and FOMO that and go left and veer right, they're never going to do the same boring steps. You don't want that person because you want a committer. You want a finisher, not a starter. So you're all finishers and we are just getting started. You can go fast. You can go as fast as you want to. It's going to be ripping off a Band-Aid. It's going to send 10 DMs. Deidre did this yesterday. She's been with me for 3 weeks, I think, maybe. She started Faceless, got 1,400 views in like her 3rd day. She sent her first set of 10 DMs within 10 minutes of me telling her what to do. She didn't think about it. She does what I tell her to do. She comes back and reports back. I give her the next set of steps. Because she's not asking me shit. She's doing everything I tell her to do. She's coachable. She's teachable. That's what you want. You want someone that's going to take your first step, which is nothing but an invitation for all of you, myself included. It's nothing but an invitation. I'm going to teach you how to be a professional inviter, and you can actually take that and make 6 figures and then decide you want to add more steps. But I've been here 11 years. I'm not going anywhere. Lauren's been with me 2 years-ish. She's not going anywhere. Mark's been with me 7 years-ish, maybe even longer. Shit, he's not going anywhere. We are here because we're finishers. Okay? So you can go as fast as you want. You want to get 10 customers this week and get this $1,000 over with? It's going to take effort. In case you're avoiding work, it's going to take effort. It's going to take effort. It's also going to take you being in my DMs a lot without expecting me to respond to you every second, but I will give you the next thing to do. And if you can do it, we're going to get you your 10 people. All right. You're inviting strangers to a result. You're inviting strangers to a result. Okay. Here is the question. If I can find it in my notes. Oh, let me give you 3 examples first. Hey, my friend's making $30,000 on a flip with none of her own money. Want to see how? Notice I didn't say, come to my real estate course. I said, hey, my friend's making $30,000. She's got a flip with none of her own money. You want to see how? Now, if you were to ask me one level question, I will answer one level question. Jen, who do I say that to? People inside groups called real estate investing. They answered their hand. They raised their hand publicly and said, I'm curious about real estate investing. I'm in a group called Real Estate Investors. Every single one of you needs to be in groups with the word side hustle in it. Side hustle for dads, side hustle for moms, side hustles for nurses, side hustles for teachers, all side hustles. And in those side hustles, you're going to say, Young Living just went affiliate. Who's next? Quick question. What does everyone do here while staying home with their kids? What you want are answers. I'll teach you what to do with that next, because today you don't need it. That's also how you're going to grow your business. You're asking questions you already know the answer to. Hey, my friend lost 97 pounds in a year. Want to hear her story? Where are they going to be? Groups with the word weight loss in them. Atkins diet in them. Notice I'm inviting to the result. Hey, my friend Jen makes $10,000 a month attracting customers from home. She's got 3 kids. Want to see how she does it? That's my story, by the way. And honestly, if you think 10,000 is unrelatable to your audience, don't say 10. Say, hey, my friend's a single mom, raises 3 kids on her own. She works from home. She's got a kid who she homeschools. She does it all around their schedule. It's bananas. You want to see how? She only works 60 minutes a day. They want my outcome. But to get my outcome, we got to be employees. Before we can be a boss, we have to be an employee because we're expecting our team to be employees. Money doesn't come without effort. So you're inviting people to hear a story. That's all. Okay, what else? Your customers need one thing. Your future customers need one thing, and it ain't a product. If you're following me, you go sell products. I will not be that teacher. My product is systems. They need more customers and more sales. I sell systems. I don't sell lotion. You need more customers, you need more sales without it taking time away from your family. For some of us, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You're not the expert and you're not the boss. You're a normal person who raised your hand and said, hey, I said yes to this thing. Do you want to come with me? No. Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? Do you want to come with me? And out of 10, you're going to get 3 maybes and 1 yes. And you go send another 10. You do not care that the 8 ignored you. Let me tell you what's going to happen to rest assured your monkey brain. 3 things have always and ever happened to me in 11 years. Number 1, I get ghosted, which is not true. They have lives. They're not on social media like Jen. They're not responding. I don't care. Do I want a person that's not on social media? No, we're building a social media business. I'm never ghosted. I'm not their priority. I respect that. Number 2, they're going to say, maybe. What is it? Or they're going to say, yeah. That is the only 3 things that will ever happen, I promise. They're gonna say nothing at all. And you know what's really cool? Hey, maybe not to this day. It's been a while. Show me again, God. I will get people. In fact, I did just have one like 3 days ago. I will, because I send DMs every day. I will get people that will not accept my friend request in DM for a year, and then that message pops up a year later. For me, because they accepted my friend request. You gotta send them a friend request or they won't get your DM. And then the message from 2008, whatever it was, right? 2017. You don't care. That's on their timing. That's between them. You only care who wants to move forward with you. You're not waiting for people to move forward. You're finding people who are going to move with you. And you probably don't know them today. You might meet them tonight. They're coming into a system because they want sales and customers. That's it. We have nothing else for sale. There's other income streams, but they won't sell anything else until they can get sales and customers. That's the $7. Right now it's free with the word promo. You all have that funnel. call it a funnel or a link or a landing page. That is for you to attract your own customers. I highly recommend you either pay the $29 or get your own system, because you're going to kick yourself in the ass for not tracking your customers today. My biggest regret is not tracking my customers from 11 years ago. I started like 2 years later. I was doing everything pen and paper. From the 7, they're going to come into our community. We are going to have a kickoff call. We don't know what it's called yet. It's an orientation, a kickoff call, starter call, something clean and simple, where Lauren and I are going to hear their story like we did with Tina. Then we're going to say, here's where you start. Let us know when you're done. That's it. First task, first win. We want them to have a micro win. Who do you know that could use more sales and customers? Great, go send this script to 10 people. Let us know when you're done. We're not giving them any other task until they complete the micro task. You got to remove every single decision off of your customer's plate because they don't know how to make them. You remove it by leading. If they don't do it, you keep moving forward, because they will eventually in their own time. Then it's the activator. They want the system. They want the system. It's $25, 90%. Okay, they come in, they want sales and customers, but they don't have an offer. They don't want a business. They just know, yes, ma'am, the 60-minute income system is the $7 free PDF. Thank you, Amy. That is the free PDF. You can choose to offer it for $7. People that don't read, the word free is in the funnel. And all they got to do is type the word free in the promo code. But people will bypass that and pay you the $7. Don't worry about it. People want to pay. Let them pay. Don't reject money. That's silly. People don't care that it's $7. Trust me. Trust me. Let them pay. If they bring it up, no problem. We'll kick it back and refund them. I'm not saying be weird about it. But if they didn't read it, they didn't read it. Don't go micromanage that stuff. Do not micromanage that stuff. Let it be. They'll bring it up to you. Okay. From there, it is the 60-minute income activator. They've got a system. They've got an engine. But they don't have a car. They don't have a vehicle. They need to put the engine into something. Some of us might have companies where we're like, I just want 2 to 4 customers and I want to build blank. Great. Go build it. You can't poach inside our community, and you can't do any of that weird stuff. But you can go use this and go do it, sister. In fact, most people that buy my stuff do not come into the community. They just wanted it, and they don't want to. They're not looking for community. They want direction. They want clarity. So you'll have people that will join and they won't ever come in. That's okay. They bought a book. They didn't join the book club. That's fine. Don't make them. Nothing weird about it. From the $25 income activator, our community has 2 other offers. Not even gonna talk about them right now. We just have them. People can find them because they're in the classroom or not. We're not attached to that outcome. We are going to invite them onto the call. We're gonna have a conversation with them. We're gonna get clarity. We're gonna see if we believe one of them would be a fit for them. But we're not emotionally connected to that. Okay, now here's the last piece, and then I'm gonna open it up for questions. Your job is to rely heavily on me and Lauren. Like I rely heavily on my mentor. I have a mentor that I rely so heavily on. I ask her questions. I'm super lazy in the company. I don't know nothing. Lauren knows more than I do. Okay? Because I just don't get lost in the sauce. If I do, I won't make any money. I know that about me. So I don't. So I rely heavily on her. And do you know why she gives me her time and answers me back as quickly as she can? Because I fucking move. I need an answer because I'm moving. Just give me the answer. I don't want to find it. I don't want to look. Give me the answer so I can keep moving. She knows that. She's investing her time in me because the higher I rank up, the more money she makes. You want to be available for movers, not for stayers. If you're waiting for people to move, they're not going to. They're waiting for you to move. So move. You're not a tree. Move. Okay, I'm going to answer 2 social media questions, and then I'm going to open it up. If someone on your feed bothers you, unfollow them right now. I've got some really high-paying people that I used to love and adore, and they are bothering me right now. I do not want to be them when I make $1 million. And it dawned on me I could unfollow them. Unfollow them. Take a moment to click on the three dots and hit unfollow. If ads are popping up every third, if you open it up and it's an ad, you got a problem. You're a consumer. And Facebook knows you're going to keep spending money, so they're going to keep putting it in your face. You will stay distracted because you don't have, I'm in California and I'm going to New York. And until I get to New York, my blinders are on. You've got to put your blinders on, or everything is going to be greener and prettier and more and fancy. And maybe if I go over here, no, because you're taking you with you. You got to solve the problem here. You got to make it boring, get rich being boring, and then go do all the things. So unfollow what's not serving you. Take time to do it. I promise it will keep your energy clean. Rotating your audience. So Tina, such a great question. You want to rotate your audience, meaning let's use a physical store. Let's say, do we all go to Starbucks? We all go to Starbucks? Everyone knows a Starbucks. Okay. Starbucks has, I don't know what the percentage is. Let's call it 30% of the customers that reoccur. They go every day at 8 a.m. It's their drive-through. It's their morning. It's their routine. They can count on that 30% business. They're like, yep, we know. Then there's the 30% that are like, an app, an ad, a billboard. Haven't had Starbucks in a while. I think I'll go to Starbucks. Let's go to Starbucks. You're going to have some people that are going to go, I'm never going to Starbucks. I'm not spending $8 on a coffee. That's ridiculous. They actually hate Starbucks. Then you're going to have people that they don't know what Starbucks is because they're 18. They're 12. My daughters walk to Starbucks now on the corner every Saturday morning with a $20 bill to get mom a coffee and get themselves a coffee. They learned about Starbucks because of TikTok. I want you to consider that Starbucks doesn't depend on the person that goes in at 8 a.m. or the person that goes in once a week or the person that saws a billboard. Starbucks is dependent on their marketing to get new customers, period. That's it. And for those of us who have seen Starbucks here, then we know every year comes out the pumpkin spice latte. Every year right now there's a unicorn drink. Every year is the same things, but what's new? Some kind of funky chai, weird matcha green shit. What's trending right now? Boba. Oh, Starbucks has the boba because we got to appeal to the kids because the kids are the future of the company. So when you're rotating your audience, if your audience is the same people, they're the same shoppers for the last 10 years, you don't have a future company because they're not going to, some will stay forever and some won't. So you're always rotating, which means you're always marketing to your non-followers. Your bread and butter right now is non-followers. Facebook has adapted that. So you're not actually talking to the people you think you know. You're talking to, for me, her name is Jessica. Jessica has a corporate job, or she's been in a corporate job and she's a stay-at-home mom. She ain't broke. She needs someone to tell her what the fuck to do so she can do it. She wants to make a lot of money online. She believes that she can make some, and she wants to make a lot more. When I wake up, my post is to Jessica. It's not to Lauren. It's not to Tina. It's not to Mark. It's to Jessica. I'm never talking to anyone else except Jessica. Even the story about my mom, if you notice, it's not all like, hey, pray for my mom. It's like, hey, don't wait until your mom's in the hospital and you need an income and you can't call in sick and take care of your mom. Please get this thing before this happens. Some of us work really well with our backs against a wall. Some of us do not work well under pressure. Don't wait until you have to have it. Do it now. I'm always talking to Jessica. You should always be talking to Jessica. You're rotating your audience. That means you're deleting people who are not interacting with you. They're not following you. Lauren and I have software for that. It's expensive and you don't need it in the beginning. But I would say once you're at $1,000 a month, I would get the software. We had these in the past. Facebook shut them down. They're back. And until Facebook shuts them down again, which I hope they don't, because right now with AI, I can't see them doing it. I think it might have been a little premature a few years ago. You want it. It filters. It automatic deletes. It does all kinds of stuff. Lauren's the expert at it. I just like cool tools. Oh, I got a funky little spider next to me. Okay, so that is the plan and process. For those of you who possibly are in other opportunities that Lauren and I in, when I say rely on Lauren and I heavily, that does not mean you don't have a job. Your one job is to mass invite to people who want it for free. Quick question, could you use 2 to 4 more customers? Quick question, could you use more sales in your business? That's it.
Yeah.
Send it out to as many people as you can. It's quite literally the only step I want everyone doing for the first week. Once we're like pros at that, because we did it for a week, we're like, oh, I got this down. I got a system. I'm following the 60-minute system. 20 minutes posting, 20 minutes talking, 20 minutes inviting. Once you follow that system, by the way, it doesn't have to be 60 minutes. I'm actually working with people, teaching them how to do it 15, 15, 15, and 15. Right? You're just following the same system every single day. It's boring. It's why the dopamine hit wants to go buy something else. It's boring. Once the customer comes into the system, you are a leader. You step in as a leader, not a boss, and not a leader that just knows, they just know a little tiny bit more. The best answer, if you don't know something, if someone asks a question and you don't know the answer, you're going to tag the @ symbol. That's a great question. I want to hear how Jen and Lauren will answer it. Because you want the result that Jen and Lauren are going to introduce them to the other multiple income streams in the back end. Until you're ready. You will be ready. You're ready. And you have more time. But right now, if you're Mark and you're working crazy hours, Mark's only job is to mass invite people. Hey, could you use more customers? Could you use more? And I'm going to tell you right now, rich people could use more customers. If they tell you no, they're lying. Who couldn't use more customers in their business? Starbucks wants more customers. They're $1 billion company. Okay? You're just mass inviting. Once they get inside, again, one more extra step, and then that's it. You're going to look out. You're going to look out. You're not joining school because you feel behind. When you come into school, you're going to scroll down to the last post you read, and then you're going to go up to catch yourself up. You're not going in there to feel behind. You're going in there to catch yourself up. Who's new? Who do I need to welcome? For those of you who might go ham, you need to DM Lauren and say, I want to be a moderator, because then you can help us. Did they join through the system? Which, if you have Stan Story, you can see in your back office that they hit promo, because now they're a customer of yours. They're your customer, and now we got to unlock the door, because we don't give them access to the activator until they've paid the 25. But right now they come in for the 7. If they want to upgrade to the activator, that's your personal link. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to go mass invite, never go into school. You're just inviting. And then little Joey that joined 4 days ago is going, where the fuck's Mark? I need his link. He's not responding. No one should be chasing anyone down. Now, you're not overly available. Do not be overly available, because that is desperation and needy energy. Hey, bud, I got a shift right now, but I'll be back at 8. Let me know if you grab this. I'm personal friends with the owner of the group. I'll make sure you get in quick, is what I would say if I was Mark. You want to let people know what you want to let people know where you're going. Hey, bud, I got a shift till 8, but if you're going to get this in now, let me know. I'll shoot my friend a DM and we'll make sure that you get in. It does say that to allow up to 12 hours. That's intentional. We're creating a system that it's going to take 12 hours. Today it doesn't. Right? We're building it for the future. Okay. Any questions on just that part?
I have a quick question. So when they pull up the PDF, down at the bottom, it says they hit where it says next step, and that'll take them into the community, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So hypothetically, you're a leader. You're always giving tasks. Your job is just to give tasks. Hey, do you want this cool thing? Yeah, I do. Great, here's the link. Let me know if you jump in so that I can be on the lookout for you. If they don't let you know, you move on. You don't care. You only care if she says, okay, cool, I think I'm in. Great, I'll let Jen know to look out for you. I'll let Lauren know to look out for you. We don't expect you guys to put the hours that Lauren and I are into this. We do expect you to communicate with us so we can take care of your team, the way my mentors take care of my team. Your job's not to take care of a team. Please do not put that pressure on yourself. Learn from me. Don't do it. It takes a village to bring in a village. Rely on us. If someone says yes to another opportunity, we will help with that. Okay?